How's it going there, true believers? It is I, Shane, here to give you another What If Season 2 episode review. Today's episode is episode 7. What if Hela found the 10 rings? Before I go any further, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews like this. And my Patreon link is in the description below. So I know I have been taking my time with this, but let's just be honest here. If they would have done it once a week, we probably would have finished up maybe in what is this, 9 episodes, 9 weeks. That's oh damn, that's actually a month and a week. Yeah, we've been finished up right around this time anyway. So yeah, it's difficult. I'm an old man, can't binge watch TV like I used to. And actually the only time you actually do binge watch things is when you're watching a comfort show. So what is the point of this episode? I gotta be honest with you, it's probably one of the best episodes of this season so far. I only got 2 left, 8 and 9. Then I can get to Echo, and then I can prepare for X-Men 97. And I should tell you all how I feel about Storm's haircut. It is horrible. Move away from the mohawk. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about this. This is one of the better episodes. They need more happy endings. A lot of season 1 was like, hey, this thing happened, shit hit the fan. Oh, this thing happened here, shit still hit the fan. Even the zombie ones like left you feeling like, okay, these guys made it out, but what's waiting for them on the horizon, right? There's also a giant wasp zombie walking around. That's crazy. This one, really good ending, proving once again that Marvel has bad dads, and if you're bad, and the dads do things differently, quite possibly they could save the entire universe. What is this? So instead of Odin banishing Hela to, I guess, what is implied to be hell, because remember in Ragnarok, it shows she tried to escape several times, and Odin sent his Valkyries down there, and then all his Valkyries got killed, and then you only had the one Valkyrie who went out into space. Because remember, unlike in the comics, here Asgard is just a place in space, not mystical at all. Because with them, magic is just science. Ooh, because Marvel was too much of a coward to talk about magic back in phase 1. Ooh. But oh man, I hope that changes when the multiverse resets. I digress. If Odin didn't send her down and just did what he did to Thor to her, just sent her to Earth, he already broke the Mjolnir, or Mjolnir for those of you who don't want to say it properly. He takes her helm and says, whoever knows mercy would have the powers of Hela. Here's my thing. I've never been a fan of how they did Hela in the MCU, because her powers are vastly different. And here in the MCU, it's like, yeah, she's super powerful, immensely powerful, right? But her power comes from the helm. She does the ooh, yeah, here's the little horns, kind of like it has the horns like the character has horns, and all of media that Hela is in. But that's where she gets her blades, and she throws the blades, and then she can jut up blades and throw blades. She's Gilgamesh from Fate, if you think about it. And that's one of the things that have annoyed me, because if you know their Norse mythology, which Marvel Comics do cover fairly well throughout all of the decades, Hela is daughter of Loki. She's also sister to Fenrir, who is also son of Loki. And she is the ruler of Hell. While she is a villain, she's also doing her job, keeping souls in. Sometimes she, does go along with some of Loki's schemes and plans. But to be slightly critical, the way the MCU has handled Thor, meaning his solo movies, his world and his lore, it's been a bit of a fumble, especially if you're a person who likes the things from the comic books. You adapt it the way you can, but when you're afraid to take a risk, you do end up with retrospective. And then when you try to replicate success that you had in Ragnarok, but you go overboard on the thing that you thought was the good part, the comedy. You end up with, again, missing a lot of the lore, missing a lot of the things, because Hela could have been so much more. And that is why this is one of the better episodes of What If, period. You know, she goes down there, she literally has a 1-to-1 of when Thor tries to pick up Mjolnir. She can't pick up her helm. They speak Mandarin. I love that we're doing more different languages with subtitles. Subtitles rule. Somehow Wenwu knows how to speak English. I don't know who he would have thought to know that, but whatever, don't care. She's Asgardian, so she understands all languages, and she can speak all languages, so they have a dialogue there. She can't pick it up, but I don't know if she kills some of these guys. I'm gonna assume she does, but when they go to take her in, she's not going down without a fight. So she sees Wenwu's 10 rings. She's at the moment like a semi-consort, but escapes him, finds, I think his name's Jeffrey. Remember the thing in Shang-Chi where, by the way, if you forgot that the Mandarin's real name was Wenwu, because they can't really do the Mandarin thing now, yeah, don't feel bad. I kind of forgot until I watched this too. But the Jeffrey thing with the 4 wings, you can't tell which end is the butt and which end is the face, which Hela made the jokes. It's interesting that when Hela is put on Earth, no interaction with Earth culture, she in turn has more of the Thor-y jokes. It's rather interesting. Now, what else? We do see, what is her name? Michelle Yao, or as I call her, Mama Chi, Shang-Chi's mom. I don't remember what her actual name is. I looked at the cast list. Casting list is, her name is, nope, his name is Yu Wenwu. Where is Jai-Gi? They are not played by their original actors either, because, you know, Jai-Gi is Michelle Yao. But Kate Blanchett is here. You have Jeffrey Bergman as Odin. He does a good job of imitating Anthony Hopkins. Idris Elba plays Heimdall again. Please, if this universe gets reset, let Heimdall be alive. And those are the only people that are important. I mean, remember the guy with the fists, and Shang-Chi fought him on the bus. I don't even remember that character's name. It's like a D-level villain. Who cares at that point? But she also goes through the same journey that Shang-Chi kind of did. Went through that enchanted forest where it's moving and things like that. Little beast thing, Jeff, leads her there. You can tell she's softening because her whole deal was war, killing, blah, blah, blah. Wenwu wants to conquer everything to bring peace, which is very ambiguous on if he's a bad guy or not, right? It's like his whole thing is conquering to bring peace, just try to keep the peace. But it's like, but you got to remember, he met like the evil demon thing that Mama Chi was protecting against, and that kind of what made him go crazy after she died. So maybe he's a good guy. I mean, at the end of this episode, he is a good guy. And so she does get there, and, you know, Jai-Yi, Mama Chi is just not worried about her leaving. She is an omnipotent character. It's just fairly interesting because she knew who Wenwu was in the original, in the movie, Shang-Chi movie. She definitely knows who he is in here. And what's incredible, something that wasn't really touched upon in the original movies of the MCU, once Hela crosses that barrier into that mystical land with, you know, the kitsunes and the dragons and all that stuff and the other flying butt things, Jeff, Heimdall can't see her. So once Heimdall can't see her, that's when he goes to Odin, tells Odin what's been going on. She's been with this dude, and she did the fake out kiss to him, and, you know, smashed his head. Maybe he didn't like it. Who knows? So Odin's gonna go down there because he finds out about the 10 rings. He's like, yeah, no, that's too much. That's too much for Midgardians. They can't handle that kind of problem. I'm gonna go down there and take it. Odin, being a dick like he is, Odin is literally just Zeus, if you think about it. Like, literally just, you replace him with the actual mythical Zeus, they're pretty much the same. Except for the Minotaur thing, I won't talk about that. She trains with this woman. And that was, I, there's something to be said about training montages when you only have like 30 minutes. I don't even know what this was for. I didn't check the timestamp for this. When you have like 30-ish minutes, that was a good training montage. I enjoyed the fact that, doing the paper folding. It's three parts: paper folding, tai chi, and meditating. Figuring out, okay, so when Jaya Yi asked her, well, what do you want to do? Well, I want to go back to beat up Winwu, take 10 rings. Okay, and then what? And then I'm going to get revenge on Odin. And then what? And then I'm going to rule the 9 realms. And then what? And she keeps pressing the issue. What is it that you really want? She really wants to be free. And you go back in time in her mind and you realize, yeah, Odin sucked as a dad because she's playing with Fenrir, or Fenris if you want to. The S is silent. But she plays with Fenrir. And Odin throws a chain on him. And she's like, Dad, why do you... he's not going to hurt you. Nah, right now he won't. But you got to subjugate the ones who are strong. That way you can be safe and you know that they'll work on your side. And it's literally, you're basically talking about your daughter here, right? And so once she had accepted all that, the training went well. It's kind of cool having her do the Asgardian, be an Asgardian and do the Kung Fu thing. Of course, Odin fights Winwu. That was an interesting fight because Winwu was going to get killed. Hela, I don't know. How did Hela find out? Oh, she saw the lightning and knew where the fire was. Went off to help. Had a good battle. This is the last time we see Mama Chi. And it was a nice 2-on-1 fight. One of the better fights of like the What If series. Actually, it's right there with anything Captain Carter has done. What if Captain Carter is the de facto best Captain Carter? I'm just putting it out there. This Hela is probably best Hela in my opinion. Gungnir functions much like Mjolnir. Like he can just call it to his hand, like back to his hand. I would like to see another what is Thor's axe, Jronir. I need to see that show up. I need them to do like more of the Asgardian weapons, like Branagh. There's another one. Is a trainer called Trishula? I vaguely know this because of Yu-Gi-Oh! But Trishula, Branagh, I need to see more of those things to see if they all have that same property. Fairly interesting. When Mama Chi had told her, I don't want to get the name wrong of what are these guys called? The group is called, I forget what this group is called. They're guardians, not warriors. I forget whatever the group is that did the training and all that. And she says, well, I'm neither of those things. She goes off. Of course, there's been a long-standing joke in the episode about fire knives she made earlier. That comes back when she's able to do the Tai Chi thing, and there's some literal knives on fire, and she throws them at her dad and all that other stuff. She shows that she's doing compassion and whatnot. She even reaches her hand out to pick her father up. It's like, stop all this. You've done this for so long. 1,000 years actually is what they did. They had 1,000 years wars. You can't keep doing all this. And Oda just chokes her, right? But the more she is learning mercy, her helm thing starts to shake, kind of like how Mjolnir shook for Thor. It comes to her. She gets this cool white form. Hey, cool white form. Able to take Gungnir from her dad, and he's like, all right, you win, so you're gonna take the throne of Asgard. She's like, that's the only way I can free the other realms. Which you would think Winwu was putting in some work though with those rings going against Odin. If you haven't seen the episode, I encourage you to watch. But yeah, they make an army, but not an army to conquer. This army goes out to chooses her own path. That's cute. Where are we at here? Fire your lungs. Oh, there was a small speech that Jai Ying said. I'll tell it to you right now. Hold on. Don't forget about the army thing. Everything in life pertains to their practice. Our practice pertains to everything. The folds in a piece of paper, the breath in your lungs. When your mind is at peace, you can see the lessons. When you dare to live the lessons, then you become a master. I thought that was really good dialogue. I need to see more of that dialogue in the movies. That was actually good dialogue. The Tai Lo. There we go. Their guardians, not fighters. There we go. Tai Lo. But yeah, they make an army that is not for killing. By the way, this was very anime. Not for killing, but to free everybody. And you get Jeffrey Wright going there on an ancient battlefield, a man and a woman. And I'll get to that in a second. A mortal and a goddess, the 10 rings, and the Asgardians. You know, they formed an alliance. They built an empire. They expanded the cosmos. And we see them heading towards Thanos as Thanos is doing the whole, balance on the finger thing in front of Gamora. Maybe I just do it with this hand. The balance on the finger thing in front of Gamora to kill off her people. And they're on the way on shining horses and, Wenwu's running on the Rainbow Road, whatever. But again, if you did a good dad thing, you go ahead and you ended evil Thanos. Just the sheer amount of decisions that could have been made, like in the multiverse, to beat Thanos, and most of them are, don't be. Oh God, I almost said the key phrase of Ant-Man Quantumania. Don't be a dick. That's literally just the key thing. Don't be a dick. So if Odin would have chosen mercy, things wouldn't have been bad. So what happens to Thor? Like, Odin's with Frigga because Hela mentions hating her dad's new wife, right? So what happened to who's your mom, Hela? You only raise more questions that I don't really think that needs an answer. But who's your mom? Who's your mama? Who's baby mama? Who knows? But I need more happy endings like this. An empire not conquerors, but liberators who campaign across the universe would forever prove even the darkest of hearts can come to know peace. Jeffrey Wright, you get some of the best lines in all of the MCU. This was fun. This is definitely a 5 out of 5 episode. Just, that's cool. Bink, that's cool. It's so anime that it hurts. It seemed like Kate Blanchett was really, really enjoying the work she was doing here. It's interesting because a lot of actors of her caliber and, people and actors who have been doing this for a long time, a lot of them seem to hate and look down on doing the comic book movie thing, doing the Marvel movie thing. Hell, Gwyneth Paltrow barely remembers who she acts with. Just put it out there. So I like seeing Cate Blanchett just enjoy what she's doing in this role. She makes it even more fun. This was enjoyable. I want more what ifs like this. I need more happy endings. Next up, I think is Avengers 1600 Avengers, which so many of these what ifs you could span off into separate shows. They're supposed to be putting the zombies in a separate show, which if you're gonna do like Walking Dead, but Marvel zombies, because let's be real, they probably haven't read the Marvel Zombies comics, which have ties to Army of Darkness. Be nice if you see Ash pop up. Maybe they can do something there. I don't know. Bruce Campbell is something else. That's all I can say. But you have that. You could have had a whole Captain Carter show. Literally, you could have just had. Give me five episodes of that. That would have been fantastic. Just don't let her do the thing Steve did, where it's like she's gonna go off and get that dance with Steve. That don't have them have the exact same ending, because I still think it's dumb that Rogers hung it up. Just forgot all about Sharon Carter. Yeah, this is one of the better ones. 5 out of 5. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Got 2 more. They're coming. Let me know one thing though. If you guys want my opinion on some of the news that comes out, because flat out, I will not make a video on news that comes out. You guys don't watch it, but I will do shorts. I can do 1 minute of how I feel, or what I think about a thing that is coming out, like X-Men 97, which is supposed to come out 15 days from now. So let me know what you think. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified of more reviews just like this one, true believers. Please be good, be blessed, wash those hands, drink some water, take care of yourselves, all right? Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk, all right? Too many jerks in the world. And you know what? I know you're not a jerk. There are people out there that care about you. So when you're feeling down, depressed, down and out, just all in your head, reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. There are people in this world that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow, okay? All right? My social media is in the description below. Give me a follow, send me a message. Don't be a jerk, and we'll be good. All right? All right. Until next time, true believers, I'm actually looking forward to finishing this up finally. Excelsior.